Welcome to the Astoria Film Festival 2020 virtual step and repeat interviews. Today we are speaking with Kisha Peart, who created Perfect Intervention. So my first question for you is, can you tell us how you came up with the idea for Perfect Invention and like what it was like to create that work?
Yeah, so I love cats. I'm a cat lover, but I feel like crazy cat ladies get such a bad rap. Everyone hears people who love cats and it's a woman and they're like, oh, you're just a crazy cat lady. And while there are some crazy cat ladies, most of us really just love cats. We have a love for cats. They're great animals, they're independent. And so I thought it would be really funny to write a film about a crazy cat lady, but show that we're not all crazy, we're all lovable, and we just love cats. So I was watching the show Intervention on TV, and that's where the whole idea sparked of, wouldn't it be funny to throw an intervention for a crazy cat lady? And then out sparked Perfect Intervention.
Oh yeah, I love the title too, the play on words with the three R's. It's
Yeah.
perfect, so funny. So can you tell us how like your life experiences affected like your creative journey and like how did they influence this work specifically?
Yeah, so I didn't really consider myself much of a writer, let alone creator, up until very recently. I had written something a couple years ago, but I didn't really think anyone would find it entertaining or funny, so I didn't really feel that motivated to create anything. And then after producing my first film and having such a great experience with it, I decided that I wanted to create more things. So I found some motivation and I just decided to trust myself. And if I think it's funny and if I think it's a good project, that's really what matters most. And obviously, hopefully I would come up with a good, end result. But I feel like if you love your project and you believe in your project, that's really what matters. And your people are going to come to you. Your audience will find you. And as long as you stick to that, that's kind of was the driving force behind it. And there's a lot of cat lovers out there and there's a lot of crazy cat people out there that I thought they would just find this so ridiculous and funny. So the creative process, just kind of stemmed from there and just trusting my gut and being like, I know it's a ridiculous idea, but if I think it's funny, I'm gonna freaking make it. So that's what I did. I decided to make a film about cats.
I totally love that. Completely agree with you. And it was such a breath of fresh air to watch like a comedy because I didn't know what to expect when I first watched it. And the second it started, I was like, oh my God, I think this is going exactly where I think it's going. And
so ridiculous.
It was so funny. I absolutely loved it. So, in regards to like the film itself, this was your first time writing a script?
No, this is actually my second film. So this, my very first film is called Audition Antics. I had written that honestly only a couple months prior to shooting Perfect Intervention. So I shot both of my films roughly about 2 to 3 months apart. So this was my second film. So I had a little bit of experience under my belt. I knew what I was doing a little bit, still not really, but I felt like I could tackle this having gone through the filmmaking with my first project.
Right. Cool. No, that's great. So like with this film, obviously when you finish it, I feel like every piece of art can be fun, but it also comes with like a tad bit of a message as well. So when you finish making this film and your audience is finished watching it, any viewer, what's just one message you wanted to convey to them after they finish watching it, or how did you want them to feel?
So my main message that I wanted to get across with this film is we're not all crazy cat ladies. We just have really big hearts, and I want people to see that it doesn't matter whether you love cats or dogs. Animals are great. They add so much joy to your life, and I want people to see that you can love an animal no matter what kind of animal it is, and it doesn't mean you're crazy. I want people to know that it's just a fun feeling, and cats are great. I just really love cats, so I just wanted to make a film about cats. But more so, I just wanted people to understand we're not all crazy cat ladies. We just love cats, and we have a big heart, and that was the main message I think I was trying to get across with this film.
Right. No, yeah, I totally get that. It was done extremely well. And I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that we get to meet at the Astoria Film Festival in October.
I know, I really hope so. And it's like in my neighborhood, I was like, this is perfect. I love Astoria. I've been here for almost 8 years. And I think it would be so great to just have a film in the city in the borough that I live in. That's why I'm really excited. So I hope, COVID will allow that to happen for us.
It's so ironic because I have a film in the festival as well, but I made a documentary about my grandmother, and she recently got a dog,
Oh,
but she's like 78, and I was like, okay, but you know, I decided it's something to shine a little light on, but still, I
yeah.
think it's cool that we both tapped into our inner creativity forces in regards to animal life. So
Yeah, animals are really great. It honestly just adds, I live with roommates, but we all have pretty separate schedules. So it's just really nice to come home and she's there greeting me at the door. She meows at me. And, it just warms your heart. And I love every time I see her, I'm like, I love you so much. So they really are great. They're special.